It's week 3 of the NFL. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Colts and the Caps coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Caps of Houston. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Minshew going to look to throw it right away. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now Minshew. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season, a former MVP. It's Lamar Jackson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 19 carries, 67 yards. Now an option play on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the option right is Jackson.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Inside the 10.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Colts 21. Caps nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense can score for you.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's Jackson on the option. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
Without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Dancing to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Again, Jackson will keep it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. He gives it up. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Jackson, option right. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson going to run. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they were in the hurry up, maybe got going a little too fast.
And sometimes that's the danger of going to that type of a system, is that you don't take care of things as well as you would in normal situations. You get going so fast, you speed up, and you don't take care of the ball. And we just saw one hit the ground.
Absolutely, we saw what can happen. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Minshew. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start with the option. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson going to look to run with it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That complete to Downs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That one finds Pierce right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now this taken in by Downs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Bateman. As the first half is winding down. And the Caps are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though. And now the rookie's free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Caps come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. An option give now to Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Caps have got it back to within a score. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this one is caught. Two-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. On the option right is Jackson. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a home run pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now he'll try to run with this. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's going to keep this again. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Minshew. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. So he just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On second down, here's the option. Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
210 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
They'll decide to keep this once more.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
He's going to try and do this himself.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
And they'll try to run the option here.
He'll pitch it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Yo.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Rashad Bateman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Caps are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action, it's Minshew. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll begin by running the option. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A give running right is Mitchell.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Right back to Mitchell here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Minshew. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Minshew.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
And Jackson going to run again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be
taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson going to keep it running right. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Report.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. But once again, it's Mitchell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did